So everybody that takes law with me knows that mock trial is pretty much the highlight of the semester. It's also really stressful. To keep the challenge intense, I gave Emmy's class a really hard scenario. It involved an accused that had suffered brain injury as a child and may not have fully understood when the police read him his rights. Emmy was arguing for the crown and was going for broke trying to get this person convicted. When it came time to closing arguments, I knew we were ready for something good. I knew that she'd been rehearsing. So I got ready to evaluate her. But I was in for a surprise too. I sat down here and got ready to go through my rubric and take marks off if, she didn't do this or do that. But about 2 minutes into her closing arguments, I realized I didn't need the rubric at all, and I just put my pen down. She was absolutely epic with her closing arguments. The jury, all of them, were on the edge of their seats. They knew that what they were seeing was better than what they could get on TV. It was every teacher's dream, watching her blend all of her skills for that one moment where she put the case to the jury. I knew at that point that Emmy's public speaking skills had reached a level that not even I could have predicted. And this girl, for sure, was going places. So welcome to Cawthron Park's cafeteria. In Emmy's grade 12 year, this was really one of the places that I encountered her most, except it was never this quiet and almost never this clean during the lunch hours. Normally this room is filled with about 600 teenagers on their lunch hour. But in Emmy's grade 12 year, I didn't get to see her in the classroom anymore because I wasn't teaching any grade 12 courses. I kind of missed her. It was really at that point that we started to transition from student and teacher to really becoming friends. And sometimes we would just get together and talk about how things were going with her other classes or what things were going on with her friends. She was constantly coming to me for advice, not just on school issues, but on political issues, on personal challenges, and it really showed me that she cared what I thought. What was interesting, though, is that sometimes when I would come in here and look for her to share a piece of information or tell her about something cool that was coming up, I couldn't find her in any one spot. I mean, if you know most kids in high school, you know that they're very territorial. And in this cafeteria anyways, that's where the grade 11s mostly sit, and that's where the grade 12s mostly sit. But when I came in here, I never knew where Emmy was going to be. She wasn't cliquey like that. She didn't hang with only one group of kids. So sometimes I would find her over there and sometimes over here, and I never really knew what was going to happen. But what was awesome is that sometimes she would seek me out to try to find out my thoughts on some new event that was happening in Ottawa, or did I see the cartoon where, and sometimes as a gift she would bring me things. And I never knew what it was going to be. Sometimes it was a newspaper clipping for civics or an article about a key case, and sometimes it was just a really funny picture. Hi, welcome to the social science office. We don't take ourselves too seriously around here, but it's a bit of a work hard, play hard kind of attitude. We like to say we put the social in science. Teachers at this school and schools all across Canada work really, really hard trying to train the future leaders of Canada. Sometimes it's a bit of a thankless job. I mean, if we're lucky, a kid will maybe bring us a cupcake or a candy cane or a mug. We get lots of mugs. But really, oftentimes they just don't think to take the time to show their appreciation for all the hard work that we do. But Emmy, once again, was a totally different case, and she caught me completely off guard. Behind my back, that little rat went in and collaborated with other teachers at the school and my husband to nominate me for a teaching award. I mean, what kind of teenager does that? It took tons of preparation. She wrote me an absolutely beautiful nomination. And she took it up to the Ontario Secondary School Teachers Federation for the Peel District. And thanks mostly to her, I won a teaching award. It was just such a beautiful gesture, and one that really just caught me completely off guard. Emmy was amused because for one of the first times in my teaching career, I was speechless. But I think it spoke a lot to Emmy's character, about how she appreciates the opportunities that have been given to her, and how she takes the time to say what I've always said are the two most important words in politics. Thank you.